The Dariel Musk. My name is Tina. They are actually different. The pen type's absolutely amazing. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am finally putting up a beauty, I can't say that, beauty video. I am finally putting up a beauty video today, guys. Yay! It has been a very long time since I've done it and I really am sorry about that. As I explained in my update, which I will also link below, while I was in the States it was really hard for me to do beauty videos just because I didn't have like the equipment, the space, the time, and I honestly did not buy as much makeup as I thought I would and all that. Hopefully I will get right back into it since I am back in Australia now. Let me throw out this chewy. I'm sorry, I should have thrown that out before I started filming. Oh, whoops. Today I'm actually going to do a haul of the things I bought in America. This is definitely not everything that I bought because there were some things that I used up while I was there and all that, but honestly I did not buy anywhere near as much as I thought I would buy when I initially went. I thought I'll come back with a lot of makeup, but first of all I did not earn that much money, and second I had kind of just come from Japan when I came back to Australia and then went to America, so already had bought quite a lot of makeup while I was in Japan. Probably don't need all of this, so I definitely didn't buy as much as I thought I would, but these are things that I did buy. I bought quite a fair few online just because I didn't really have time to go to shops and also didn't really have a way of going to the shops since I did not have a car. Some at Walmart, drugstores and stuff like that, and then some at Sephora. So let's get to it. First is ColourPop. I did make 2 orders, I believe, of ColourPop. They do ship to Australia, but it is of course cheaper. I mean, it's free, over $30 with ColourPop in America. So I did buy it twice. First is this eyeshadow in Amaze. I have been using this quite a bit. I actually had another one, which I totally don't remember the name, but it was like a matte skin tone, and that was what I was using as my base pretty much every single day, so I actually used that up and threw it out before I came because there was like barely any left. I love this shade. I've actually lost some of it, unfortunately. I really like this shade as like a medium shimmery brown. Since I got it, I pretty much use it all the time at work. Love the formula. I know so many people rave on about ColourPop shadows, and that's why I kind of tried it, and I definitely do like the cream formula. I think it's awesome. It lasts and the colours come out really well, so I was really happy with that. Next is the highlighter Super Shock Cheek in Spoon and the Super Shock Cheek in Aphrodisiac. The Spoon is definitely a highlighter. It's actually incredibly shimmery. I thought it would be less shimmery and more of a sheen. Once you put it on, kind of the glitter pieces stand out than it being like a smooth sheen. So I don't use it everywhere as a highlighter. Like I can use it on the tops of my cheeks and it looks fine, but if I use it like on my, is it Cupid's bow? I don't even know. Here and like on my nose and stuff, I feel like it's a little too glittery to use. But I think it can also be used as an eyeshadow. I've been using it like on the inner corners. I do once again like the formula. It's just a little more glittery than I hoped. And then the Aphrodisiac, I have actually been using it as a contour because I saw it on Little T Fox's YouTube channel and she was really fair skinned and she was actually using it as a cream contour and looks really nice. I actually got really tan while I was in the States. I don't look so tan on camera, but I definitely got a lot of colour compared to before I left. So it is a little bit light, I'd say. I'm hoping I can use it when I lose a bit more of my colour. It's really good as a cream contour without it being really heavy, and it's really easy to blend out. If it suits your skin tone, I do think it would be like a good contour. These are the ColourPop Lippie Stix. One of them I actually did order, which is the Brink shade, which I believe is one of their most popular ones. It's like a really nice warmish nude tone. I know it's like a little bit on the dark side of a nude, but for me this is still really light. But it's a really good basic nude shade. The formula is really good. It goes on really easily. It lasts very long, so I really do like it. And it's kind of like a really good size to keep in your bag. It's thin and you can kind of like slip it in even your little handbag and stuff, so I did like that. This was the Poppin, which I didn't actually buy. It came free when I purchased over blah blah. But it's like a really bright fuchsia pink, which I still really like. I wear colours like this all the time. The tip is really thin, so it's pretty easy to apply without a brush and stuff, because I usually do put on lipstick with a brush, but I don't have to with these Lippie Stix. The ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip, which I definitely bought the most of. I actually bought 5. The one I used up was called Avenue, and it was like the really deep red, and I used to use that a lot at work. But the other colours I have is Kapow, which is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This one is a really grey colour. In the bottle it doesn't look as grey. It looks a little bit more of like a warm nudie colour, but once I put it on it is like super grey. I don't know if that's just me or not, but I quite like it really grey because I have another one that's kind of similar that's a little warmer, so I don't mind this being really grey. Guess this is like gothic. It's like a real deep navy blue which almost looks black when you put it on. I haven't worn it that many times and obviously couldn't wear it at work, but I really actually do like this colour. Mars, which is a really bright fuchsia pink. Again, it's kind of really similar to the Poppin lipstick. I loved wearing this, especially on my days off and stuff when I went to the parks, because it's really bright. It's definitely like a summer spring colour, but in Orlando it's always warm anyway, so I got to wear this quite often and I love it. The last one is Creepin', which is, you know, classic blue red. I wore this a lot as well. This is probably the one I wore the second most. It is starting to dry up a little bit, but it's still got some life in it, so I kept it. Generally, I really do like the formulas and they're so cheap. I'm sure they're like $6.95 or something. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but they're definitely way more on the cheap side, for me at least. They last very, very well. They go on very easily. I don't have much to complain about it. The only thing is the packaging rubs off very easily. You can tell on this one that it's kind of starting to rub off, and also the writing rubs off super easily. I've barely used this. This one I've worn like twice and look, it's like absolutely gone. So that's the only thing. The writing comes off really easily, which is kind of annoying. Not that I really need to know what it says. I like packaging on makeup and I like looking at it, so I totally convinced two of my other roommates to buy it with me when I purchased these, and they loved it as well. And it just lasts all day, so I loved using it at work. Next is the brand Coloured Raine. I believe they only sell online, and this is another one that I discovered from Little T Fox. Her makeup is awesome. She's absolutely gorgeous and her hair is amazing, and just, I don't know, she's super cute. But these are the Coloured Raine lip. I don't actually know what they're called. I forget what the actual product name is called, but it's their matte lip paint, whatever. I got 4 colours, although I did use up another one. My favourite one was the one called Sorbet, and it was like a really, really nice dusky mauvey pinky colour, and I absolutely loved it. Like, I wore it all the time to work. It was kind of like my main one I wore to work. Everyone would always compliment on it. I probably will want to buy it again, but the Coloured Raine lipsticks do cost a little more. I think maybe even double compared to the ColourPop. But the Sorbet is an absolutely gorgeous colour. I would recommend people getting it. It's super, super nice. And then the other colours I got was Marshmallow. This was the one that Little T Fox was wearing, and I thought it was really nice on her. This was the one I was saying before, how it's really quite similar to the Kapow from ColourPop, but it's a little warmer. I'd say it's a little bit more wearable, especially if you don't have like a dramatic look going on. The second one is Whatever. This is like a deep brown shade, which I don't usually go for browns, but I actually really, really like this. It's definitely a brown more than a burgundy, but it's something that I can pull off, and I usually can't wear browns. It's a really nice like dramatic colour, but I love it. Mary, this one is like a more plum burgundy shade, and it actually has a sheen to it, which I don't usually go for, but it looks really nice, and it actually goes with a lot of my clothing. Like, it goes with most burgundy shades, so I love wearing this when I'm wearing like a burgundy top or skirt or whatever. I really do like the formula of the Coloured Raine products. I think they're actually slightly better than the ColourPop. Not a noticeable enough difference for the price difference, because it is almost double the price. I think it's more the shades they have are a little bit more unique, I'd say. The reason why I bought them was it was the Cyber Monday sale, so they had them all on like 20 or 30% off, so I was just like, you know what, I might as well try it because I've been looking at it for a while. But I definitely like the formula. I think it's less drying and it's easier to apply than the ColourPop, but the ColourPop's still like really, really good, so it's just like a very, very slight difference, which a lot of people probably won't realise. But I personally like these just a little bit better formula wise. The L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. Now, I fell in love with this mascara while I was over there, because it is like $8 or $9 at Walmart, and over here it's like $22. I don't even know how many I bought. I probably bought between like 7 or 8 of these while I was over there. It was basically like the mascara I was using the whole time. It is not waterproof, so it comes off really easily, but it kind of dries like waterproof, so it works really well when I curl my eyelashes after I put on the mascara. And you can layer it on and it still doesn't clump because it is a lengthening one. I took these out of the packaging because they were kind of bulky when I was bringing them back, but these are brand new and I've just like stocked up on them because they were awesome, and they're just so much cheaper than buying it over here. I definitely like the black one. I've got the gold one where it's not carbon black, but I like my mascaras as black as they can be pretty much. So I absolutely love this. I would recommend it, especially if you're like in Walmart, because I think at CVS and Walgreens and stuff they charge like $12, but at Walmart they're like $8 or $9. So I absolutely love this. Another product that I kind of stocked up on from my Walmart purchases is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner. I am a liquid eyeliner person. I love my liquid eyeliners. They are what I live by. I don't really use pencil ever. The thing is, I hate felt tip eyeliners. I absolutely hate them. I just do not like them. I reckon they go blunt really, really quickly. I don't think they draw a precise line. I think they come off easier. So I always like the brush tip. They're all little brushes, but it looks basically like a pen. This was the only one I found that was actually like a reasonable price and had that tip. Once I found it, because I bought like a Maybelline one, and I feel like I bought like another one while I was there, and they were all just terrible. So once I discovered this one, this is all I bought. I definitely recommend for the ultra black over the black, because the black basically comes out great. It's not very dark at all. One time I mistakenly bought it because from the outside they look the exact same. On the top right corner it actually says the color, so definitely go for the ultra black because that's actually going to come out black rather than grey. This was the eyeliner that I swore by while I was in the States, and once again it's like $8 or $9, whereas over here it's $22, more than double or triple the amount. So if you're looking for a good liquid eyeliner that's really surprise that's really precise and affordable, I would recommend this 100%. Next is Inglot, which I did not see much at all in America. I actually only saw it when I went to New York at Times Square. I love Inglot. I think their product's really good and I've bought it quite often over here. I went to look in at the prices to see if there was a big difference, and there was. I already had this casing and I had already filled up half of it over here in Australia, so I decided to buy a few more of the Freedom System eyeshadows. I bought these 4 shades on the bottom. They all have a shimmer and they're kind of like your goldy brown colors. They're definitely a bit more coppery than what I would usually go for. I just love Inglot's products. I don't remember the names, but I will write them down in the description, and I love the Freedom System. The single eyeshadows were like $7 each, which over here I'm pretty sure they're like 16. Bought a couple of those because I do really like the formula, and they're just so pigmented, like they come out really, really well. The other thing I bought was the Inglot loose powder, which I actually have bought before in Australia, but I think it was about $10 to $15 cheaper in America, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna buy it. It is a huge container. Last time I bought it, it lasted me a very, very long time. I really like their loose powders because it gives a really good coverage while still being natural, and it doesn't go really cakey. I bought the Laura Mercier loose powder when I first got to the States, and I liked it because it gave such a good coverage, but it almost gave too much of a good coverage that it would cake on my skin. The reason why I wear loose powders as a foundation is because I hate that caked on look that like liquid ones give you, so it kind of defeated that purpose. But I do really like the Inglot one, so I just bought one of those. The only thing I bought from the Sephora brand, Cream Lip Stain in the shade 13. I think they have word names. I will also write that in the description. It's like a mauvey dusky pink color, which I really, really like. I actually bought this thinking it was quite like the sorbet color in Coloured Raine that I had already used up. So I bought it thinking that it will replace that, but it is definitely quite a few shades lighter, although I do really like this color. The formula is awesome. It goes really, really matte, but to begin with it's like super, super creamy, which I really like. It's kind of like your basic shade you can wear with anything. You can wear it in summer, you can wear it in winter. I really do like it, but it's not quite what I was looking for. I think they're about $14. I kind of wish I bought a few more of these lip creams, although the colors were very basic. Like they weren't that unique of a color, which I like wearing kind of different colors to the basic colors that everyone wears. Next is Urban Decay. I did finally try their all-nighter makeup setting spray, which so many people rave on about. I don't necessarily 100% need setting spray, I'd say usually in my daily life, but being in Orlando and how humid it is all the time, I was like, I need a setting spray, especially when I'm at work, because everything's just gonna melt off. I don't really know, like when I get a setting spray I usually use it all the time and I can't really tell what the difference is with wearing it or not. I guess I still had a face, which most of people just everything melts off in that humid heat, so I guess it did work pretty well. I think I've only got like a third left. I don't have that much left, but I'm glad I bought the big size because it was like $30 for the big size, which is a little bit expensive, but if you buy the small one, like it's just so much better value to buy this, and especially if you compare it to Australia, it's probably like $40, $45 or something. Another thing I bought from Urban Decay is the Naked 3 palette. I have the original Naked palette. I did not buy number 2 because I think the original Naked and the Naked 2 are actually pretty similar, but I looked at buying this one for a little while and then I ended up purchasing it because it's like all warm shades and I love warm shades, and I think warm shades go with brown eyes a lot. So I bought this and I have been using it quite a lot. Most of the colours are really usable even for like a normal everyday look, because at Disney I couldn't wear really strong makeup. I do love the fact that they're all super warm colours, which I don't have a palette of warm colours as of yet. So I really liked that purchase. You know, everyone talks about the Naked palettes, that they're awesome, so I'm sure you guys have heard enough of all that. This is another eyeshadow palette that I bought, and it is the chocolate bar. Oh my god, this smells so good. You open it up and it's just like chocolate. It's so good. I love it. The colours are really awesome as well. I've actually used it today. I used white chocolate, semi-sweet, hot chocolate, and triple fudge. So basically all of the chocolate shades. I think it's a really usable palette. Probably the one I would use the least is the purple. I don't use purple or like bluey tones that much, but most of them it's either like warm browns and they've got some ashy browns, and then they've got some warm shades as well, and a lot of them just all complement each other, so you can combine like a bunch of colours together and they all complement each other. So I've been really liking it. This once again is super pigmented and I love it, but you got to be careful not to pick up too much on your brush because it is that pigmented. Formula's awesome. It blends out super easily, which I love, and I have been using it quite a lot since I've been back as well. The Cocoa Powder Foundation, which is a powder foundation from Too Faced, and this again smells like chocolate and it's wonderful. I got it in the shade Light, which is definitely slightly a little bit too light for me, but that's okay because I'm gonna lose colour. It comes with the cute little pink sponge. And it's just like that with a mirror. The packaging is super pretty. I have not touched it yet. I was asking one of the people at Sephora which she would recommend over the Too Faced and the NARS, and she said Too Faced. It gives better coverage, it's smoother, it doesn't clunk up, and it's also like $15 cheaper. So I was like, I'm gonna go for the Too Faced then. I often like wearing either really light foundation or a BB cream and then like a powder foundation on top, because I don't like liquids that much. Honestly, I think the powders look more flawless than the liquid foundations. Definitely got to try that out, but I have not touched it yet, as I've said about 3 times already. Next are 2 things from Benefit. I bought both of these at the airport duty free. They're both like super famous kind of cult products, but one is the Professional, which I've thought about trying for probably like years now. I do kind of get a slightly oily T-zone, especially my nose, so I thought I might as well try it because it was way cheaper than buying it over here. And then the They're Real Mascara. I don't know how this is gonna go because I'm a big lengthening person. The brush does look a little bit thick for my taste. If you know what the Telescopic one looks like, that's like a really thin brush, and I really do like my thin brushes. I'm gonna try it because it's so popular and everyone loves it. They're Real Beyond Mascara is the official name. Last but not least, apparently, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Now, I have seen this everywhere. First off, the only thing I don't like is that it's not a pump bottle, it's just like a twist top, but we'll survive. I do really like the fact that they have so much color variety. Like, I don't even know how many shades they have. They have like 25 shades or something, which I think is really good, and they've got cool tones and warm tones and neutral. I did get the shade Ecru. I don't know how to say it. 1 and 2. I got a neutral shade because I am that in between. To most people, I seem more on the yellow side, which I probably am, but I am in between pink and yellow, so sometimes it's really hard for me to find a shade. But I got this one. I'm keen to try it. That is all the products that I've got with me now. I think it's interesting that there was literally so much makeup around me and so cheap, and then like I didn't even buy that much. So I think these are the things that I was like really keen on buying or really wanting to try or really appealed to me. Let me know if you have any opinions of these products, or if there's like any in particular that you really like or you really dislike. And also let me know if there is anything you want me to do a review on or to try out, because I am keen to start doing reviews and all that again, and I really do apologize that I haven't done like anything lately. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed the haul. Thank you guys for watching so much. Click that thumbs up if you liked it, leave a comment below, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.